time this season. Good to go. See you in a little bit. Right, I did one pass through. Now I want to do this at least 3 times just to break up the soil really good. A lot of my herbs are coming up. You see the little bit of green patches. That makes me happy. Way at the bottom, it's almost too wet. I can't get to there yet. But I'm hoping to get the upper part of the garden done. That way I can plant my potatoes. I'm hoping tomorrow. So, we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, it didn't do too bad for the first time in the spring. All these leaves is about 3 inches of leaves, and so I broke them up a little bit. Here is the one end of the garden, and I'm going to pan the camera the whole way to the other end of the garden, and it goes the whole way up to where I'm at. So what you see there is my herb garden. I have lots and lots of herbs, all different kinds of herbs. And this here is going to be planted. I'm going to plant the potatoes in the high density leaves. So that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. In the middle you see a big rock. I dug up that rock, and so that's where that's sitting. That used to be an old well. There used to be another house on this property, and that used to be an old well, so I put the rock there so I don't catch it because it has a concrete lid. But there you go. Whew. Alright, so here we have the potatoes. So what I am doing is I'm going through these potatoes and we are going to cut them. So take a look. This is what you want to do. We want to cut it that you at least have 1 or 2 eyes per cut. So there's one. Now this one's rotted, but we're going to give it a try because there is an eye. So what we're doing is we're going to cut the eyes. So there you go. There's 2. This one here has quite a few eyes, so we can cut this way. We could actually make 3 pieces out of this one. I'm going through these, and ones that I can use I'm going to keep. Ones like this is too far gone. So we're going to cut between it, and there you go. So this is going to give me, it's going to probably give me a big row of potatoes. I wasn't going to plant as many potatoes this year. Last year I did 4 60-foot rows, and this year I wasn't going to do quite as many. So as you see, that's what we do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish cutting these. Alright, so these are the good ones. This is empty. And all these I have to plant. So let's get started. So what you're seeing here is I'm at the end of my 50-foot row. So I put in two 50-foot rows of potatoes. And as my potatoes grow, I will add more dirt. And so by the time it's harvest time, there will be big mounds of dirt. I always plant my potatoes in trenches. In other words, I make a trench and then I add the dirt as the potato grows. And by the end of a few months, we will have big long mounds of dirt where these potatoes are. I hope you enjoyed my video on how I grow potatoes. Everybody has a different way of doing things. I do mine the very old-fashioned and traditional way. So now let's see what Fanny has to say in Grandma's diary. April 6, 1943. And Fanny writes, "Today I sowed 5 pounds of Thomas Lehorn peas and 3 pounds of Little Marvel.